fucking start with this shit.
I'm reading.
I don't care what the hell you're reading, okay? This isn't the public library where you can just sit around and read your romanticises.
Unabridged. That's good.
Emily? I just realized I'm very in Drasko's shot.
Yeah, and you're also in my fucking face, bro. You wanna give me some breathing room?
Now it's just my nose.
Your nose is always in my business.
I didn't
too,
have
bro.
my mic.
Yeah, because the
There you
nose
go.
knows best. Welcome to another episode of the huge podcast
Welcome.
where
Welcome.
Drasko knows no bounds. Don't worry about this, okay? None of this matters. Okay?
Shut that
Everything's
for
computer.
later.
We're not. Today is going to be. There it is. That's what we want. Today's going to be a technical problem
As always.
free episode.
Oh, you added a little something extra there, Hugo.
Yeah, Drasko,
Free.
because hey, that's for my head. Oh, it can be for your head.
I'm in Toronto.
Okay, you know what? You wear it. Yeah.
Everyone gives me such a hard time for doxing us, but
For what?
Toronto is fine. It's a city with 17 million people.
Yeah, Emily. Why can't I represent the good city of Toronto? It might not be where I live, but you know what? It's a city that I like because their sports teams never win. So it's great.
Excuse me, that hat right there is from a time where they won. 2019, baby.
Doesn't say anything on there.
It's a 2019 Raptors championship hat.
It doesn't say that anywhere.
It doesn't mean that it's not. Okay, look at the colors. That's the 2019
Well-
Raptors We Won championship hat.
I don't like how flat this is. You gotta curve it, Hugo. You gotta curve the hats.
just bend it directly in half, like a triangle.
Yeah, that's
Bend it like that.
That's what I used to do with all of my cool little baseball hats. But at some point, somebody decided, you know what? Keep them flat. Keep them like this. Keep them that way, and everybody loves it.
I know that's like the hip, cool, young thing now.
Yeah.
We're not very young anymore. I
No.
hate to say it, Drasko.
Toronto. We're repping Toronto.
We're repping Toronto today.
Why is
Blue-
it so
just the
far
blue
off
and
your
red.
head?
It's the blue and red.
Look
yeah.
at you guys.
So me being on the red side,
Repping that city.
I'm gonna say, Hugo and your conservative policies are killing the city. Get it? Get it? Politics.
Politics. I get it.
Funny.
We're
Hugo.
my policies are keeping this city afloat.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Drasko, you're kind of far from your mic.
Yeah, you're kind of far. There you go.
Is that better?
A
Can everybody-
fist. You ever
can
like
everybody
you
hear
ever
me
look
now?
at your fist? Use that. There.
There you go.
Now you're good.
Move away.
You-
Move closer. Move further away.
It's
move closer again.
Okay, listen. I'm doing the best I can here. I have special.
Well, it
I'm special.
it goes up.
You can raise it, bro.
I'll raise
tall
I'll
man.
raise your standard of living.
All right, how's
because you
everyone
live in
doing today?
Toronto. Doing
I'm
good.
just gonna deviate the conversation until it's somewhere I like. it.
Okay, that's fine. How's everybody? I'm doing good, Hugo. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
Not so good.
Well, what's wrong? What happened?
You haven't raised your mic yet.
Fuck's sake.
No.
Stop twisting it there. What's wrong with you? There's
Pull it
one
up.
very clear knob.
Come on. This
There,
is supposed
there
to
are
be.
literally 3 knobs on this knob. All right.
There's one
No.
main knob.
I see one big knob.
All right. What is the chat saying? Whoop whoop. Getting coffee in the THP cup. Jono got his merch.
Yep. Thanks for supporting the channel, Jono, by picking up one of our cool THP cups.
And now he's putting coffee in it.
Yes, you can hold.
And Jono sent us these hats too.
Yes, he
He's
did.
just such a good fan.
He also sent me some hats, but I didn't bring them in today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's wrong
yeah,
with
what's
you?
wrong with
It's
you,
a
Drasko?
show and tell here.
That's very rude.
I was saving it.
90% of the reason he brought you that hat was so that he could see you wearing it on the podcast.
He can see me wearing it when I take my camping trip into the woods and I eat my sandwiches
You're-
on a table full of food.
You're unbelievable.
That's what he wanted. That's what he expected out of me.
I
And I'm
expected
going to
more.
deliver.
You know what? Sometimes it's not about what others expect of you. It's what you should expect of yourself.
Okay.
And your expectations of yourself, don't worry. Everything's fine. That's not a Oh, don't worry. And nobody can see it anyway.
Okay.
You just turn off the browser that says Hugo's browser.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Everything's fine. Tip
Good.
top. Tip top shape. It's Thursday. It's a
Thursday.
lovely Thursday.
Mhm.
Not here in Toronto.
No.
It's cold, windy, and actually it's not.
That's right.
Windy.
You give us the
Weather.
weather report, Hugo. What's it like out there?
It's
huh?
muggy, gray, mostly windy. I feel like you could fly if you were to sit out there.
Why me?
Because you're like a little
Twiggy alien boy? Is that what you were gonna
yeah,
say?
just ready to fly. Okay. I'm a deeply rooted kind of guy. I'll have to stomp around through the wind. Drasko, I'll get you.
That's okay, Hugo.
I'll get you
You'll just
back.
get flooded out by all this torrential rain that's coming our way.
Flood won't stand a chance against me.
Okay.
Unless it's a tsunami.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're fucked.
Then you're absolutely effed.
Well, I'm sorry that the weather isn't the best for you.
The weather isn't the best, but this is the best podcast to be on. Drasko,
yes.
take it away.
Well-
oh, never mind.
No,
Sorry.
no.
No,
Go
you're
ahead.
good. Go ahead.
No,
you're.
no, you were ready to jump in.
No, I wasn't, asshole. Your camera went out for a second, so I was just gonna pause it. But continue by all means.
This is a lovely relationship that me and Emily have. It's what keeps our friendship strong. Just like me and Hugo. It's what keeps our friendship strong. Isn't that right, you bastard?
It's like
Barely.
bondage glue.
Yes.
Barely concealed rage.
Keeps us together.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jono had a power outage from the rain.
From the rain,
From
I believe it, man. It's been pretty crazy weather.
Mhm.
Did you hear they're calling for the second fieriest year in a
Oh,
row
Jesus.
this year here?
Pretty sure next year it's
One
going to be
in
the third.
4 Canadians are bound to see a forest fire.
Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, the majority of them would have to be in the location of the
It's like
forest
10
fire.
million people are going to see the fire and go,
It's a fire.
it's a fire.
Well, shit.
Forest fire.
Oh, man.
It'll be great when we're camping.
Yeah.
A quarter of everyone while camping is going to be camping in a forest fire.
I mean,
But we'll keep at it.
we're gonna have fires. God, I hope there's no fucking fire bans anywhere we go.
You can't ban something that's just happening.
Hey, stop it.
What are they going to do?
Has anyone thought about doing that in Alberta and BC? Just
Yeah.
going up, hey,
Yes.
fire ban. You can't
Send-
be here.
Send the park wardens to the forests and tell them, hey guys, there's a fire ban on.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Little ants,
Yes.
deer, tree beards.
Tree beards, tree people,
Quit it.
tree shepherds.
Where you have camping to do, money to make.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're here to pour money into. the
We
economy.
decide when the trees burn down, not you trees.
Have you seen all like the Go Enjoy Ontario ads this year?
Man. That's a big push in Ontario, is to get everyone traveling within Ontario.
Mm-hmm. And also going to our local vineyards and breweries and enjoying our fine alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got to enjoy our alcohol. It's the patriotic thing to do. Okay, if you're not enjoying our alcohol, you can scram
Yes. You can't be enjoying anyone
back to
else's.
Pennsylvania.
I wonder
with
if
you.
people should be enjoying our fine chocolates and sweets as well.
Yeah, you've heard of Dubai Gold? Have you heard of Toronto Gold? It's a
It's a very smoky flavored chocolate.
it's a Cadbury bacon smoke flavor chocolate. That would be the Toronto chocolate. Bacon like smoke.
I think it would taste more like
Smoky
disappointment.
bacon.
It would taste more like disappointment. It will be a shriveled up maple leaf in a candy bar. that
Make it salted. Make it a
that.
salted caramel maple leaf, and
That-
you got a thing.
That's a hockey joke for all the hockey fans.
Oh
out
yeah, the sports, the hockey. We should get a sports announcement as well. The hockey is.
The hockey's over.
It's not. It's not though.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
The greasy boys lost to the Cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they continue.
they continued. Just we're not in it.
What? Oh, they did. No, they won the Stanley Cup.
You're a little dark there.
Oh,
Jessica.
really?
Yeah. And thank you, Hugo.
You're looking dark there.
I'm working on my tan,
did you go to,
bro.
Did you go to Malta?
I've been working on my tan.
Where do you go to get such a tan?
I go to the tropics.
The tropics.
And speaking of
I
tropics,
don't even know where the tropics are.
I have started watching the tropical hotel show.
Tropical Hotel
White Lotus?
Show.
That's the one.
Oh,
Bing, bing.
I'm glad
Gold
it's
star
that.
for Emily.
For a second, I thought you were watching one of those like hotel makeover shows. And I
The
was
Real
like,
Housewives
oh,
of
God.
Dubai, man.
I don't care that you have. Please fuck off with your shitty reality TV.
Nah, man. I'm waiting for it to get to the point. Okay, full disclosure, I only watched half an episode, which in my defense,
story of your life.
is more than 5 fucking minutes, all right?
Oh, okay.
But I'm waiting for the big, oh, this is the big thing that everyone's talking about,
It builds until the very end. It's like it's like
Jesus.
not linear. Yeah, kind of linear build. Like the whole time.
It's a slow burn until the very end where it just kind of like starts to simmer a little bit and then it stops.
No, it's like a huge crazy ending. It just like all these like little bits and pieces that have been dropped along the way.
You watched the whole thing?
I've watched all 3 seasons. Yeah.
Give us a review
For me, it's like
right now.
season 1 and 3 are 5 stars for me.
Okay.
Season 2 is probably 4.
Oh, wow, that good, huh?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I really like the storytelling, and I like when things kind of build to the end because it's only a really good storyteller that can actually wrap everything up at the end and not have like plot holes or loose ends or anything like that. It's really well done. The thing with White Lotus is that none of the characters are likable, but you're cheering for them anyway.
I mean, that's the thing. In the first episode, I was like, everyone kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There was like that one like hotel like lady. I guess it's like
Belinda.
it's her first day on the job. She's like the only one who seems kind of like likable. But I mean, like I said, it's the first half of the first episode. I'm sure it's gonna like come out that she's like secretly harvesting organs or something in like the next 10 minutes.
No, the thing is like they're all. I mean, I think she's a bit of an exception. There's always those like very likable characters. They're never like the main ones though. I will say like everybody's pretty unlikable and despicable.
Wonderful.
But it's really good.
Okay.
Just please promise me you'll stick with it at least 3 episodes before you drop it.
I have to stick to it for the next week.
Understood.
Yes.
Understood.
There is a theme event where I need to know something about White Lotus. Otherwise, I'm just going to show up looking like a damn fool.
This is just homework for you.
This is homework for me, Hugo. I don't do these things because I want to watch them. I do them because it's expected of me. These are the standards that other people place on me that I do not enjoy. But I have to conform with because if I'm going to be liked, I need to do, what they like.
I feel like aside from Baldur's Gate or
Bridgerton's Gate?
Bridgerton's Gate 3, that's everything else in your life. You just do it
because somebody else tells me to.
Somebody expects it of you, and you want to keep them happy, and you're such a good guy.
I mean, I've heard good things about this show. Now I want to give it like the earnest, like, the college try here to see like, all right, let's sit down and see if this is worth the hype. Like everybody was talking about Breaking Bad when it came out. I didn't start watching it until like, I think season 5 started. And me and my buddy, we just plowed through all the episodes and like one after the other. It was like really good. So that was something where like the hype definitely did like, live up to it. But then there were other shows where people were like always hyping them up, and I sat down and watched it and it got like, I don't think so. It's not that hype for me.
I feel like, and please don't take this the wrong way.
Well, I'm ready to get offended.
Adore you. But I feel like you have very specific tastes in film and TV, like, and I think that if things don't quite hit those notes, you don't love it because it doesn't give you like certain feelings.
How dare you say such horrible things about me, Emily?
I just think it's not the most objective meter of good television.
No, okay, fine. So I should put my expectations low, is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying like there's other ways to appreciate different storytelling and genres that maybe just don't bring you as much joy.
No, Emily, you're wrong. There's only one way to appreciate good storytelling, and that's my way.
Okay,
all right.
fuck me.
Every
That's
other
fine.
way is not worth my time.
He knows
That's
what he
the
likes.
attitude.
Yeah, I do know what I like. Thank you,
He's-
Hugo. Thank you for sticking up for me.
He's entitled to not like something even though he's wrong.
Damn right. Wait. All right. No, all right. Look. I'll admit,
We're looking.
Look. I've got my preferences. I've got my tastes. I like my vanilla ice cream, and ain't nobody gonna fucking get me to change my mind about it. All right?
And nobody should have to.
Damn
No,
right.
we're not trying to. We're
Damn
just saying.
right. So stop.
We're just saying for audiences.
We're just
If
saying,
Drasko shits on a show, it might still be worth watching.
No. If Drasko shits on a show, that's your gold standard to drop that motherfucker. All right?
nah, dude. Maybe with video games, you're the gold standard. With TV, you know,
I don't know, Hugo. I think I could.
multiply the rating by 2.
Oh, wow. Okay. I guess I'll go fuck myself
By
then.
1.5.
Wow.
So if you give it a 3, 4.5.
All right, fine. Okay. All right. Well, what have you been watching that's so amazing and worthwhile? Nothing.
Oh no, Righteous. We watched
Oh, yeah.
Righteous
Righteous
Gemstones, which
Okay.
is fantastic. Another show where everyone's objectively awful and you still love them.
I'm not too crazy about
Danny
that show.
McBride.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
You don't like Righteous Gemstones?
I watched the entire first season and it didn't hook me.
You're crazy. dude.
Sorry.
What
It
the-
didn't.
How
hook
could
me.
it not hook you?
Too much dick.
There is a lot of dick.
There's a lot
A
of dick.
surprising, a pleasant.
Episode 1. Boom, dick. Also, White Lotus. Episode 1. Boom, dick and balls.
What's wrong with you?
Tits and stuff, though.
Does it make you
I've
uncomfortable?
only seen dick.
Is it
I've
because
only
you have
seen
to
dick.
spend your you have to avert your eyes every time?
Oh, jeez. This is too
Oh,
much.
I can't do it.
They're showing parts of the body, as practical as they are disgusting. All right?
I think you're perfect for Righteous Gemstones.
If you say so.
You should be a preacher.
If you say so. Anyway,
Great show. Danny McBride.
Danny McBride, yeah.
Walton Goggins.
Yeah.
Uh,
I hate Walton Goggins in
Adam
that show.
Levine.
He's such a fucking, like, detestable asshole.
He's awful, but he's amazing.
He's just
Yeah.
riding to that one thing that made him famous like 50 years ago. Ugh. That dude pissed me off so much. But I mean, like, yeah, okay, that's why you watch it. Everyone, you're not supposed.
Objectively terrible.
I guess you're right. I was waiting to find like the one character that was good. I guess the only kind of like good character, or like the one that I did enjoy, was what's his name? Adam Levine's buddy, the one who lives in his house.
yeah, Keith.
Keith, yeah. Keith was the only
so
one
good.
who I kind of like, all right, he's actually like, trying to do good, and he's got something righteous about him.
That's but like
He
deserves to
is.
be protected.
who
Yeah.
watches television these days because
They want good things in the world because the world is shit?
no
I
because they
wonder.
have characters that are good, wholly good. If they were all wholly good,
Okay,
then
yeah.
you would be complaining about how one-dimensional they are and how boring they are.
You know what? You've got a point there. There's something that really pisses me off about like Mary Sue characters, how like they're so good at everything and they always do what's best and like everybody loves them. Yeah. And then they got like this divine protection about them.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
when you start with really like awful, selfish characters, the arcs are so much more interesting.
Yeah.
Because you have like even one of the worst characters in season 1, and we're on season 2 right now, so
Mhm.
we're not super far. But one of the worst characters on season 1 actually does have like a fairly significant turnaround by the end of the season.
Yeah.
He's
that's
not
true.
a better person completely at all. He's still pretty terrible. But that development is like really interesting, I think.
Yeah, you got a point there. There is something nice about seeing like a bad character turn good, or the reverse of a good character turning bad,
Yeah.
as in Breaking Bad.
The anti-hero, as Jono puts it, which is very true. Everyone should love a good anti-hero.
I agree.
Television in the 90s and before was very much
Anti-heroes.
no, not that. It was your hero was the hero. MacGyver,
MacGyver.
David Hasselhoff in both Baywatch and Knight Rider. Only hero. He never struggled with anything. He was never an asshole.
He didn't have
perfect in every way.
He didn't have a debilitating smack addiction that he had to shake off in the bathroom.
Which is unfortunate. Bad writing. He should have had that.
I think so.
He should have been addicted to steroids or something.
So what, do you think House is a great character then?
Yeah. House is a great character.
Okay.
Sopranos was maybe
Sopranos,
one of the earlier shows. I don't want to say the first one, but
Yeah.
one of the earlier shows to kind of like feature that.
Yeah, they had like the bad characters and they also had like something good about them. Whereas before everything was like, no, here are the good guys. You love the good guys. And then here's like the bad guys, but you know, they have flaws and problems within themselves and they try to be good guys.
Yeah, you gotta sprinkle in a little bit of redemption. If you have a character that's just like one note bad, it's not good. But it's like that complexity and what their fail points are, and like what the points are where they, you know, change their ways or what makes them think. Like that's what's interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get a little sensitive here right now.
Go ahead, Hugo. Get exposed.
This is a safe space.
I'm not gonna be sensitive about myself. Okay, some other people are gonna be potentially butthurt.
Okay.
But not really. I think
He's talking about
what I'm
me,
about
yeah.
to say is I'm talking about what?
You're talking about me. Just admit it. All right, come on. Say it.
You're in the end. It's like what we're talking about. I'm gonna have a really good arc. It's gonna come out at first. It's gonna be like, wow, what an asshole. But in the end, you'll be like, okay, I get his point. What a hero. That's a hero. That's the problem with most of today's strong female characters. This is the part where you're like, fuck you, Hugo. You hate, here's another guy that hates strong female characters, wants it to go back all to the same. Well, where Marvel tick boys are the only featured characters. Like, no.
What are you talking about, man? They got the new Black Panther. It's a girl king, a queen. That's the word.
Girl king.
No kings. Hashtag no kings.
She's a girl king. My king, my girl king. Pleased to meet you.
Okay, sorry about that. Anyway.
What I was gonna say
Yes.
is that, and I think like a lot of people recognize this, is that often the strong female characters that we're seeing these days are kind of one-dimensional. They're perfect usually in every way.
Mary Sue's.
It's the world against
sucks.
them, and
Yes.
it's the world that sucks. It's the world that they have to kind of fight, right? So it's the bad guy, which is kind of what, you know, even male characters of the past were written to be.
Yeah.
And then eventually they started to add these complexities because I think they resonate with more people. They make them more realistic. There's something interesting about it. There's something way more interesting about somebody that has to fight themselves to overcome something of their own problems to reach something significant.
Yeah.
And again, that resonates with pretty much everybody. There isn't anybody that doesn't have to fight some sort of problem, whether it's procrastination or some sort of anxiety or like sadness or, you know, whatever. To have a character that, you know, where the problems really are the world is kind of boring and not super realistic. So I think the next step would be to write complex female characters. What the hell is the problem with writing a flawed female character? It's like they're afraid to do that.
I think the majority of these shows are still written by men, and some of them probably don't know how to write a good,
not
complex.
all of them are. A lot of these.
There
a
are
lot of
some that are well written. I'll agree, but
You know.
some of them they're just like.
You think of Barbie, for example.
Barbie was good.
You
I
know.
enjoyed Barbie.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't good. I enjoyed it too. But like the Barbie character and all of the women in Barbie had no problems other than like the rest of the world and the men. Which with Barbie it's maybe different because it's obviously commentary on the real world.
I don't know. America's character, she had a personal problem. She was afraid that her and her daughter were drifting apart.
That's great.
Which is like a real, like, down to earth thing, problem that you have. Like, you're afraid that you're losing an important member of your family, and you don't see eye to eye. So this was something for her to do to try to like get the two of them back together.
Rogue One. I like the female protagonist from Rogue One.
She was literally just a rogue archetype. That was.
I don't.
from Star Wars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I couldn't
those
get
are
into
just-
I couldn't get into that dynamic and
No.
the characters, unfortunately.
I think that one was like everyone was a little too grim for everything. There wasn't a lot of fun, but Star Wars now just isn't a lot of fun in general. So I don't think that there's any kind of fun to be had in it. That's just my personal take on
That's
it.
just your opinion. That's just like your opinion.
But no, I think you're right, Hugo. There is a lot of like just bad writing and like not a lot of complexity. Which I think like everyone's kind of moved away from the we got to save the world thing. Like nobody wants to save the fucking world. They want to save themselves. Well, not save themselves, but like it's more relatable to find like some kind of issue within yourself that you want to fix rather than like, I'm just so well adjusted I can fucking fix the whole like economic landscape in the world or like overthrow this totalitarian government that's like enslaving the whole country or something.
And the only thing holding you back is that one bad guy, or the world at large is just bad, or bad actors.
Or in the case of a female character who's put in the same position, it's just that one love situation that she just can't seem to get over. Like, I don't know, Hunger Games, like Katniss Everdeen. It's just like she's got this one dude that she's like trying to make a good relationship with, and that's the only thing standing in her way of like destroying this terrible, terrible government.
Yeah. But she did that pretty well.
But she did it. She took down the government. Good for her.
Good for her.
She couldn't figure out her own personal issues, but she took down the governments. That's something we could all relate to, I
Hell
think.
yeah. It's interesting because I saw this video the other day where it just showed a bunch of clips of movies and TV shows where it was about like a rebellion and how we always cheer for the rebellion.
Yeah.
But with the exception of it in real life.
Yeah.
As soon as there's any actual rebellion in real life, they're actually the villains. We never see them as the heroes, which is kind of interesting, you know.
Unless you're talking about World War II.
Man, nobody knows World War II history. Did that even happen?
No.
Just kidding.
Ever. That just happened in video games. That's the only time World War
from
II.
Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, not Modern Warfare. The first Call of Duty 2, the first Call of Duty 2.
The first Call of Duty
was World War II?
Yes.
Was Call of Duty 2 not World War II?
It was.
So there you go.
And so was 3.
Oh my goodness. Okay, when do they move on? Oh, Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. And then it just became Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And
Good
then it
arc.
continued there.
Good for them.
Until it went back to World at War, which everyone hated.
Damn. Did Call of Duty ever go to Vietnam?
Yes, Black Ops. Black Ops, they went to Vietnam.
The first Black Ops.
Yes, they
Pretty
did.
interesting.
They did.
Emily, do you want to chime in here? We're talking about Call of Duty.
We're talking about video games. Do you know about Call of Duty?
The video games is too vague. She knows video games. Call of Duty games.
Call of Duty games.
Call of Duty. Eh?
Yeah, I've seen it. Some of it.
Seen some of it? You're in like a video game world.
I know. Look at all my cats and hamburgers and mushrooms.
Oh, it's something for
There's a-
everyone.
Hot dog. And I've got little mountains.
Made of hot dogs?
I think so.
That's real cool.
Yeah. Smells great.
I really like this Toronto hat. I'm going to rep this everywhere. I'm going to go to the CN Tower. I'm going to be like, Toronto, where are you at?
And they're going to let you in for
With
free.
this microphone, but unplugged.
Have you been to the top of the CN Tower?
Yeah, man. I helped build that.
Oh, that's great. No, genuinely. Have you been there?
Yeah, I went there.
Oh.
I took the elevator up. I've never taken the steps all the way up.
No.
1,700 steps, almost 1,800.
People do that in 45 minutes or less.
Some do it in, or less.
Yes, and then their pizza's free.
The pizza is free.
That's a joke.
Yeah, I have. And then there's the glass floor that you can look down, which is pretty interesting. A lot of people you see like step over all cautiously as if it's going to break. But it does make you wonder, what kind of weight would it take to break? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like if we had a bunch of like 600-pound people standing on it, would it still be safe?
Is this a social experiment that you want to try out?
Okay, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a 600-pound weight
Okay.
times 10 people.
Okay.
And like just fill it with, I'm sure, would it still be okay?
I think it would
It
still
was
be okay.
built in the 70s, so
Was it? I
They
thought it
didn't
was
have
built earlier.
ChatGPT to confer with and make sure the math was right. So
I mean, I think it was built earlier, but I can't, confirm those.
Call of Duty.
Yes,
Can we go back to Call of Duty for a second?
sure thing. Here,
Because
what would you like to talk about?
Call of Duty used to make me very happy as a person.
And what does it do to you now?
Now it makes me very sad and angry and upset. It's like a whole rainbow of negative feelings.
Well, what made you very happy about it before? Let's start with that. What was so happy about Call of
So
Duty?
good. Okay, I wasn't actually a fan of those World War II, the first ones. I didn't get into it. I'm a late bloomer, and I got into them at the modern warfare stage. But what made me really happy was that in those days it was still a kind of couch co-op.
Yeah.
I think it went online, but I didn't go on.
It had online, but it also had
online a little.
it had the couch co-op. Yes, it
And
did.
I remember just playing with friends. I think you might have been one of them.
Maybe I was there once.
Maybe you were there once. And it was a blast. Just playing, getting those upgrades, shooting each other. Just a little bit competitive. But between the 4 or 5 of us that used to play, we weren't too far off from each other in terms of skill. And you see where I'm going with this.
Yes, I see where you're going with this.
Nowadays, I go online. First of all, I don't have any real friends anymore. I only see you on this podcast, and then you go home and play your Bridgerton's Gate 3.
That's multiplayer too.
Yeah, I don't have 100,000 hours to put into this game to reach your level. Okay. Also, I have a video of you playing Bridgerton's Gate. We'll play it after the break.
Oh, perfect.
I forgot where I was going with this, but essentially,
You were playing. You don't have any real friends anymore.
Now, when you do go online,
Yes.
everyone is just like, "How did you get this good?"
Uh-huh.
And then you find out, you hear their voices, and they're like, "You were just born. You were born like 2 weeks ago. You're immediately given a live pass. Go online, kid." And now, in 2 weeks from now, you're going to be on some esports major act, playing at the Sky Dome.
Well, that's something everybody is trying to get.
I want to get there.
Well,
but they tell me I'm too old, Drasko.
Well, to be fair, your hand-eye coordination does start to degrade after you leave your mid-20s.
What the flip?
So your esports scene days are pretty much over.
No, they're not. Okay, Michael Jordan, he
went from basketball to baseball.
He did that
Yes.
at like 40 something.
He did that at the height of his career.
Okay, well maybe I'm at the height of my career.
Okay.
I can start.
Okay.
What do I need? What do I need? A Razer mouse and a big keyboard?
Razer mouse. Do you know
mechanical keyboard?
they actually have programs now that you play to train your aiming down sights time and where you need to shoot.
I'm just gonna train with Counter-Strike.
Okay, you can do that as
1.6.
well. You can do that.
I'll be just fine.
Have you ever seen some of these dudes on Twitch and how they play Call of Duty and shit?
I've seen some of the kids now, their mouse is way over here.
Yeah.
But their screen is 2 inches from their face. What the fuck is going on?
I think that was just some dude probably trolling on you on a
No,
video. I don't
this is
think that's a legitimate fucking way of playing. That sounds like bullshit.
I'm gonna find this clip. I don't know how I'm gonna.
It's probably just a jokes clip, man.
No, this kid was crushing it.
All right.
And his hand was well out there with the mouse, making the tiniest thousands of micro adjustments. And the screen was 2 inches from his face.
Okay.
Literally, it was one that was low on the table, and I saw another one where it was normal position, but it was still right in front of his face.
So is it this big barrier to entry that's preventing you from having fun on these games?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that what it is?
what do they call it? The up close focusing, the short-sightedness. I can't fucking focus that close.
Oh well, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. No, I meant the skill of the people who are playing. Is that just you don't like it when you go in and everyone's just beasting on you?
Sorry, yeah. I mean, it makes me sad.
Oh.
It's nice to win, and I never do.
Yeah, it is nice to win.
So now I just play the story, and then the story's over, and the game's over.
And the story's not that great as well.
No, it never is that great. Now, granted, I don't know that it ever really was that great.
I mean, the fourth one was good, but that was that was pretty good. Well, at least from what I remember, it was pretty good. But no, I'm sorry, Hugo. I'm sorry that it can't just be that fun online anymore.
Jono says I got to try Enlisted, and I think he's right. I'm gonna try Enlisted.
Is that another game?
He's probably telling me to go and enlist.
Oh, okay. You know, that would be good. Bro, you got to play Enlisted in the Canadian Armed Forces.
Yeah.
That's the real life one.
Oh, look, Mom, enlisted.
Don't worry. They won't have any fucking 12-year-olds with bringing out their monitors in that one.
No. But they'll probably send me somewhere where there's 12-year-olds with machine guns.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
Nah. I think I'm too old for the military.
I think so, too.
I'm not too old to become an esports superstar.
Oh.
I'm definitely too old for the military.
So what's going to be your game of choice, Hugo?
Enlisted.
Well, no, you can get big at esports and like, real-time strategy games. I know you're always banging on about Age of Mythology, how it's great, I love those Norse. I love how they fight and they build up favor and you can bring the little ox cart and they put the meat in the ox cart. It's fantastic.
You can build with your little dudes that go fight.
Yes.
And you can fight with them.
You bring the ox cart, they go fighting, and then they harvest the meat and they go. Yeah. Come on, boys, we're gonna keep going.
You can build little military bases everywhere on the map with them.
Yes.
Whereas with the Greeks, you need to have the villagers come out. Mm-hmm. You just leave the villagers in the village.
You leave the villagers in the village, harvesting their
safe.
crops and praying to their statues of Zeus.
The Greeks, they got to send them out. Go. You want a front-facing military base? Mm-hmm. Tough. Oh. Get the little villies out there.
Well, I'm sorry, Hugo. Also, like your turtling strategies don't work out in any kind of competitive real-time strategy games. You need to get the wonky fucking bullshit strategies that you need to focus on, like 2 or 3 units. Oh. Everything else is trash.
I hate that, man.
And that's what you gotta do.
Once I figured out that's what like the really good players were doing to kick ass at these real-time strategy games, that was again a rainbow of sadness.
So there is like another strategy that these players do. Like they will build like, ground forces that are good and they work together. And then like a lot of these games, air like troops are fucking bullshit. They don't do anything other than waste resources. So what they do is they actually use the air troops to fly over the ground troops so that your enemy is going to have difficulty selecting the correct troops to fight. So that's the only reason a lot of people use like air troops, is just to fuck with your like clicking on, no, attack these guys. No, stop attacking the air troops. They're useless. Focus on the fucking ground troops. But you can't, because that's all that you do with it.
I mean, it's a solid strategy.
It's a solid bullshit strategy is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking with your micro, man. They're fucking with your APM.
Yeah.
Actions per minute.
Well, they are.
You got to have at least 200 to be on the pro scene. 200 actions per minute, Hugo. That's a lot.
I wonder if there's a counter for these.
There is. A lot of games have it. Like StarCraft now, if you install it, they have an APM counter that's just activated down there. And anything counts as an action. You select a dude, you select a building, you click attack. Those are all actions.
200 per minute. There's no way.
200 per minute. You got to know your shortcuts, man.
Yeah.
You got to know your BS. You got to know your BB. You got to know your BV. You got to know everything that they do. And you have to know exactly how many troops it takes to gather the right amount of minerals and resources. You need to know how many troops are going to work there, how long it's going to take them to build this many units, or like this many fucking crystals that you need to build this many supply depots. It's all down to the math, Hugo. And if you don't have that math, you're not a fucking pro.
Emily, you getting all this?
Emily has checked out.
She's turned into the kitty.
Emily has checked herself out. She is gone.
Oh, no. Technical issue.
Oh, damn.
Well, we'll get Emily back after the break, hopefully. What are we going to do?
That cat does not look pleased about that.
One of these days, man. One of these days,
everything is going to be fixed.
We're going to have the best tech. Mm-hmm. No problems whatsoever.
No problem.
Everything's going to run smoothly. Mm-hmm. You know, it bugs me because tech works one day and the next day it doesn't. What happened? You have no biology.
Yeah,
There's not like you have cells degrading and, getting older.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Sometimes that happens. You download one driver for one thing and it fucks over everything else. You ever have that happen to your computer?
Yeah. There's a program I haven't updated in like months because last time I tried to upgrade it screwed everything up. So I had to revert to a previous version, and everything's been stable ever since.
Oh,
And they keep trying to get me to upgrade, but I'm not. It's not doing it.
But I tell them to keep fucking themselves.
And it's an NVIDIA program too, which is like, what the fuck, guys? You have all this money from all your GPU sales, and you can't get the stupid program working properly.
Well, there's so many fucking systems and subsystems that work within your computer. It's hard to know how they interact with each other. Hugo, do you work behind the scenes?
Do you work for an NVIDIA?
I might. Maybe I do.
Do you have NVIDIA stocks? Is that why you're like, oh, I bought too late and now I'm only lost money and this isn't gonna help? I gotta boost up the stock.
If only I loved If only I invested in it when I was a kid and they were fighting with voodoo, the fucking voodoo video card.
If we, instead of playing dumb games, were investing in things like NVIDIA and Bitcoin, even like $10 in each of them. We'd be much better off right now.
Yeah, but nobody could have predicted what was going to happen.
I remember seeing this little Bitcoin shop in Parkdale, and I was thinking, it'd be kind of fun to have some Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could put $10 into it. Like, who cares? It's just fun to have some Bitcoin. But then, being young and broke, I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep my $10.
Yeah, I'd rather take the $10.
Now you're right. Nobody knew what was gonna happen. But even those $10, if I had just left them in there,
you could have had a couple thousand. Could have had so many Toronto hats.
In those days, $10. This would have been like 2010 or 11, and I'm pretty sure it was less than like $1 bought you more than a coin.
Yeah.
So, and a coin now is like 60,000. So I would have had that times 10. I would have had like 600 grand, if not more. Out of those $10.
So many Toronto hats.
All the Toronto. I'd buy everyone in the city a Toronto hat, and I'd still have a shit ton of money.
It's not worth thinking about these things in my experience, Hugo.
It's not. That's why instead I think about how much I suck at Call of Duty. That's way easier to deal with.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Maybe I'll get into Minecraft. I hear that's a popular game.
That is a game that's actually maintained its popularity after
wild.
So many fucking years. I mean, it might be upended by Roblox at this point, but that's because like in Roblox you can actually like do a little bit of programming. So you're not just building worlds and stuff, you can actually like program graphics to do things.
Being very into Roblox.
No. I have no fucking creativity. I can't do anything in a fucking sandbox.
I don't know. It does look fun. I just don't love the idea of just, I don't know. It seems like it's the kind of game where only kids play, and it's like, I'm not going to go online to play.
Roblox or Minecraft?
Either of them, really. Am I wrong on that?
Roblox is mostly like kids. They do have like a lot of kids. Minecraft, you get some adult. You get some adults playing into Minecraft still. You could be one of those guys that makes like Minecraft videos for kids. You could do that.
Dude, yeah. The other day. Well, yeah, we saw it.
I saw.
Pretty crazy. I was like, this is wild content. Somebody's making money out of just doing these little Minecraft like screen recordings, essentially, and voicing them.
Yeah.
Wild.
I mean,
good for them though.
It's a totally untapped market. Go.
Is it now?
Well, no, it's completely tapped at this point.
I'm sure it is.
But it was. I mean, like those machinima videos are
Yeah,
still big.
it's the root. Those are the roots. Those are the grassroots of those types of videos for sure. The red versus blue.
Red versus blue.
Red versus blue.
They actually got so big that fucking Bungie actually like took a lot of their ideas and turned it into game modes.
What?
They had like this one game called like Skull Ball that they played on like the Red versus Blue animated series, and then people started trying to replicate it in the game, and then eventually Bungie kind of like picked up on it, and they were like, yeah, okay, we'll just make it in the fucking game as a game mode, and then they did.
That's actually awesome.
You have to like beat someone to death with their own skull, something like that.
That's fun.
Anyway,
Emily's still not back. She's on break.
I mean, I don't.
Or she's still turned into that little kitten in the distance.
I mean, I don't.
It's probably going to get smaller and smaller as we go along.
I honestly would have quit that job like years ago.
It's a hard job.
It's a thankless job from what I understand.
Not all of these jobs are thankless. You want to thank you?
Maybe. I
Thank-
wouldn't. I wouldn't mind. Maybe my microphone still works.
Thank you for all you do for our podcast, Emily. You are a ray of sunshine in this dreary 2-hour period that I have to spend with Hugo.
Because people expect me to. I do it because they expect me to do it. Thank you, Drasco, for being here.
Yeah, whatever.
I appreciate your existence and for you coming here for what has been a very long time now. And thank you, Emily, as well, for sticking this out. You guys are true superheroes. And the kinds of superheroes that have complex issues to deal with.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Hugo.
I contain multitudes.
I do genuinely love you guys for still be doing this with me.
Aww.
I have a lot of fun doing it, but you guys are troopers for sticking it out as long as you have. And
Are you saying we could have quit this entire time?
no,
I didn't know it was an option.
Yeah, I know. Shit.
no. Not only can you not quit, you contractually have to have fun.
Son of a bitch.
You have to have fun, as much fun as I'm having. We've been through a lot, though.
Yeah.
Remember those times where I would try
Remember
to
the
get you drunk?
time? Hey, Hugo, remember the time?
Back in my day.
It's a Family Guy joke.
I never got into Family Guy too.
Well,
too much.
that's another thing where they're like, hey, Lois, remember the time when I met Saddam Hussein? And then they show a clip of Peter and Saddam Hussein.
Oh,
And that's the joke.
I was always a Simpsons loyalist.
Mm.
I was like, no, I'm not watching the show that makes fun of the Simpsons. Okay, I'll watch Futurama, not Family Guy.
Okay.
That's not even true, though. I did watch a fair amount of Family Guy. It was good.
Yeah, it was good,
was good.
Hugo. It was. Just admit it. You enjoyed it.
It was good.
You
I did
lolled.
enjoy it. I lolled my ass off.
I want to give a little shout out to Hugo. Hugo puts so much work into this podcast.
You don't have to do this just because I thanked you.
Listen, shut up.
Yeah, just accept the
Let
fucking
me
compliment.
appreciate
You're
you.
not intimidating that little kitty.
I am. Listen to me.
Shut up.
Look how big I am. I'm omnipotent
You
over
tell
here.
Him. You tell him, Emily.
I am. Just shut up and let me give you a compliment. Yeah. But like, you put hours into this every week. All the setup, like we joke around about the tech and stuff, but it's like a really complex system that you got going on. So
Everything's literally computer.
everything is computer. We
Yes.
appreciate you, Hugo.
Thank you. It's
You're
all going to
a
pay off
superstar.
one day, guys. We're coming to the point where we're going to be able to actually get some monetization on the channel, on the Twitch channel, and from then on, it's all going to be gravy. We have some sponsorship opportunities that I want to take part of. They're probably not great, but I want to try.
Okay. Are they going to send us products and can we review them? Probably not.
No, it's not that. It's more like we have to talk about the product, and then our viewers have to sign up, and then to all sorts of illegal scams.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll probably get 30 cents
Oh, all
on the
right.
dollar.
Well, so long as they're the ones doing it and not us, that's fine.
I'm probably going to get you to get a few phones.
Oh, Jesus. This is going to be like that Raid Shadow Legends scam, is it?
What was that?
This wasn't-
Oh, yeah. It basically is like that, though. But that's not a scam. That was a real game.
That was a real game.
JonTron.
Yes.
He got you to download it.
He actually did get me to download it. I downloaded
You
that
did
game.
download
I
it?
did download
Did
that
you play
game.
it?
I did play the game.
I never actually downloaded it. But
It sucks.
it was tempting.
It sucks.
He did good commercials for it.
He did. It just, you have to like roll to get like champions, and then you have to like sacrifice those champions into EXP points for your other champions, and then it's just a continuous scale of like you play, and then at one point the game becomes so hard that
Yeah.
you can't advance until you like either spend money for items and
Or wait,
experience,
like a month.
or you just have to keep grinding old levels over and over again until you reach a certain like point, and then you can play another like 10-15 minutes, and then you got to do grinding all over again.
I remember I got really into Clash of Clans,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a very similar thing. Like if you wanted to play it just for free,
Mm-hmm.
you get to a certain point
Yeah.
where you're kind of like at level, I don't forget whatever it was, 9 or 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you start to have to wait like a month for each upgrade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's bananas.
Yeah.
And at that point, like, as fun as it had been, it's only fun for like those first couple of, I don't know, maybe a month or 2 or 3 like,
Yep.
as you're leveling up, where and it's like a
Yep.
realistic amount of time. But
Yeah.
inevitably, it gets to that point where it's just no longer fun to have to wait that long.
And that's what a lot of these mobile games are, the ones that are free to play.
Yeah.
It's that they are counting on you to keep playing, to get you hooked.
Bless you.
And then they want you to spend the money for you to advance, because like you don't want to sit here and just like, oh geez, now I gotta wait like 2 weeks for like these guys to get stronger and then I can move on.
Yeah.
Instead, you can just pay $5.
It's sad.
Just $5, Hugo.
No.
You've got $5.
It was free to play, damn it.
Mm-mm.
And I'm staying free to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
If I wanted to pay $5, I'll go gamble it. I'll go put $5 into Bitcoin right now.
You can
Go gamble that away.
You can put $5 into the Ontario Lottery Gaming Corporation, and you might win $50 million.
Damn. What would you do with $50 million? I think we've talked about this,
Probably.
but it's fun to talk about.
I would invest in the hottest stocks. That's right, Tesla, baby. They got nowhere to go but up.
Might very well be true. Might very well not be not true.
Who knows what can happen these
Who
days?
knows? It is a bit of a gamble, but honestly, there could be one to pay off.
I don't
You're
know.
right.
I don't know enough about the stock market. I think I would just like buy a lot of VHS copies of The Little Mermaid, and then
Say hi, Drasco.
hi, Drasco.
No. Well, that works too.
Yeah, I would just
Stocks of the Little Mermaid.
yeah, just buy not stocks of Little Mermaid. I would buy fucking Little Mermaid VHSs and then sell them to people. I
know.
get them appraised. Each one will be worth $50,000, and then sell them off.
I think you'd be able to make a little bit of money that way. But if you give me your $50 million, I promise you, I'll give you $100 million
Oh yes,
in 2 days.
of course. Though that's the greatest scam I've ever heard.
I heard of somebody that we know of.
Mm-hmm. Who won $50 million?
I don't know that you were there yet. Obviously, we're not going to say any names, but that person was having some money troubles.
Okay.
And so he'd been asking all his friends for money.
Uh-huh.
Hey, man, like, I'm in hard times.
Right.
And, like, if you just got $10,000, that would really help me out. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Oh, of course.
And his friends eventually all, stopped lending him money. 'Cause, they started to worry about when he'd ever be able to pay them back.
Right.
And so he started reaching out online, asking
Oh,
just
shit.
like on Marketplace
Oh,
and just
damn.
random online places like, hey, I'm in a hard place. Is
Yeah,
there anyone
yeah.
that could help out
Okay.
by lending me some money? And I think it was gambling issues.
Okay.
I think he's one of those stake streamers or kick streamers that just gambles to get viewers.
Okay.
And he somebody responded to him
Uh-huh.
saying, yeah, I can help you out.
Yeah.
I can lend you $10,000 right now, no problem.
Shit.
I just need you to first send me $500
Oh no.
to facilitate the transaction fee.
Oh no.
And you know where this is going.
I know exactly where this is going. It's going to the best place it could possibly go.
Yeah.
So another 500 down.
He sent the $500 hoping that it would, and then he was like, I knew it was stupid, but I was so desperate that I was just really hoping that was a nice person, and I think you just you get into these places where you think, you're so desperate that you just want to believe the best in people, and if somebody's just like charismatic enough, even if it's online, you want to believe because you really want to believe that you're going to get the $10,000. It's kind of sad, but people are like that. They're gonna take advantage of anyone that's desperate enough. Like the people that like take advantage of sick people, saying, "I got the cure for the sugar.
Yeah, the fucking
Come to me."
snake oil salesman
All
motherfuckers.
you got to do is drink 2 Cokes before bed. Regular Cokes. This is free knowledge right here, guys. All right, I have to chime in on the chat.
Okay.
Sail him Tiaz would get the hell out of their country. Salam Tiaz. I'm not sure how to say that, but I'm wondering what country that is.
Probably this one.
Probably is this one. I would get the
I
hell out
totally
of here, too.
misread that.
Hell
I
yeah.
thought they were telling us to get out of their country.
Get out of my country. What are you talking
Get
about?
the hell out of my country, bro.
Get the hell out of my country. What are you doing? I actually kind of thought that too, because I was like, oh, because we're wearing the Toronto hats and they're from here, so they
don't like us.
They're like, why are you here? Get out of here.
Get out of my. Oh,
I
it's
know,
come down
I-
to that. Wow,
I
that's
know.
So
I instantly shut down, and now I feel bad.
oh.
don't feel. No, I feel bad.
I misread that. I thought it was the worst possible.
I thought you were back for a second.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm here.
You're here.
I'm here.
I got if I read.
I'm
We
here
all
in-
read it that way.
No, I didn't read it like that.
I think they're just-
I read it as I would get out of my country.
Yeah.
That's the way I read it.
You got reading comprehension skills.
That's what happens when you read one book a day, Hugo.
Wow, dude.
That's how you get so smart.
That is how you get so smart. That's why nothing is good to you, because you're just so intelligent. You've read all the really good stories like Shakespearean Love Spear, and like everything's boring to you now because you've been through it all.
You've peaked.
You've peaked. Dude.
Yeah,
But you know what happens when you peak? Actually, first I want to keep going about this country to leave.
it's great.
I would leave.
I
this
would-
country,
I
at
would-
least temporarily.
I
I'm
would
not
leave
saying-
this country for a vacation.
Yeah, exactly, for a vacation. With $50 million,
Yeah.
I would take a nice long vacation.
Yes.
I would probably also quit my job.
Yeah.
I'd quit everything.
I mean, I would quit too. I think the first thing I would do is just take a shit on the floor of my
Yeah.
office.
You know what?
Wipe my wipe my ass on the carpet and go.
I gotta say,
That's it.
that's exactly what you said last time.
It
so you're
is, and it's
consistent.
true because that is what I would do, and I know exactly where I
At
would do
first,
it too.
You know, when you first said that, I was like, okay, he's being funny, he's telling a joke. But now that you've said it again, it's like he's really thought about this.
I have. I know exactly where I would do it too.
Can you explain the parameters for this?
What do you mean? Like how I would go about
Like your
doing it?
decision-making process for where you would shit and where you would smear it.
There's this one person who I just don't like. I would do it right in front of their desk. So at least they're probably going to clean it up, but there's going to be a stain there. And every time they walk by there to get to their desk, they're going to have to look at that stain and remember how they were horribly scarred by what I did.
Are you going to eat anything specific to make sure it stains the worst?
So normally when those like field green salads that come in a box?
Oh, God.
So whenever I eat like a lot of those, like for whatever reason, like my body doesn't like fully digest the leaves. So it always kind of like comes out like you can see some of the leaves. And it's always like a little bit like not consistently firm. There's like a little bit of like, softness to it. So I do that. So there will be lots of leftovers.
Make sure you eat it in front of them the previous day.
I think what I have to be counting on is that, they need to be there.
Yeah. So you'd have to work a few days after winning the lottery to make sure that until they come in, until they're there.
I'm so sorry I asked.
I'm not. This is great content.
Yep.
Drasko wins 50 million. He takes a shit all over it and smears it all over his building walls.
Are you smearing it with
his
your
bare
hand,
hand.
or are you smearing it like dog or cat style by scooting?
No, probably scooting.
Oh, well, it's one way to wipe your butt.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Well-
times at Drasko's office.
Is that a good time to take a little
break?
take a little
poop
break?
Yeah, we can take a break.
We could take a little break. All right, everybody, grab 3 cans of Coke. If you have the sugar, grab 3 cans of Coke. If you don't want to drink them before bed, then the only other way to cure the sugar is to chug them back to back, and then come back here in 3 minutes.
Okay.
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 And if it doesn't work, this is not medical advice. We've never given you medical advice, and this is all a joke. If you couldn't tell, don't sue us. Bye.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your sweet time on break. Give me this.
I was gonna say they can't hear you.
And we hope you're ready for the second half of this amazing podcast. We're here today with the main man, Draskoniuses. Tell us how your break was.
As you can see, the other camera that Hugo was using is now broken down.
So this is how we're going to do it.
Sit down, you bastard.
He won't have me.
No, I won't. This is why there's two microphones, Hugo. You made me shell out $500 for this microphone.
Imagine I made you pay for your own mic.
I'm taking this home with me at the end of the day, Hugo.
I need it at home for my Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I do.
Gate.
It's not I don't need a thing for it. I don't need a mic, but damn it, I'm going to use it.
It's like those workplaces that make you buy your own uniform.
Or do they have those?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, do you hear about those like work scams where people are like, you go in for an interview and then they send you like a follow-up email, but it's like from a scammer who's like, oh, you need to give us like a $200 deposit for like, you know, uniforms and like whatever. And then people send the money in and then it's like, oh no, we never hired you to begin with. Who did you have an interview with?
Yeah, I've heard of those.
All sorts of ways people are
been
trying to scam your
scammed.
money.
And it's always like they're scamming people that are
desperate.
not well off. Yeah,
Yeah.
like desperate, which is because they're more willing to like engage in riskier behavior.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
You're not thinking right when you're desperate.
Yeah.
But how do you know you're desperate? Because you're not thinking right. You don't know.
You
you're
have to have
desperate.
somebody else tell you that you're desperate, in which case, you know, you tell them, no, fuck you, I'm not desperate. That's bullshit.
But you won't know. It's like when you're crazy. If you're
Yeah.
a crazy person, you
I'm
don't know
not crazy.
You don't
You're
know.
crazy.
Yeah, you just think everyone else is crazy or just as fucked up as you are.
What do you got there, Hugo?
Well, I got the cure for the sugar.
Oh, what do you got?
Remember I was telling you the sugar cure?
What do you got?
For the uninitiated, sugar is the diabetes,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Yes. That's
Just
what,
in case.
That's what it's called. Sugar.
So this is the cure. 2 Cokes before bedtime. Okay, any kind of Coke, but these two particular ones are sweet treats. Zero
You're-
Oreo.
That's
Zero Oreo sugar
Whoops. No.
and
Yep, there you go. Stop moving.
This
Stop
one.
it.
Zero Oreo
zero Oreo
and
zero soda.
zero cream soda.
No, full cream, zero soda.
Full cream.
Yes.
This is full cream zero soda. Anyway,
Yes.
we're all gonna cure the sugar tonight.
Yes.
So we're each gonna have a little bit of each. We might not get the full cure because
No.
you're supposed to down the 2 whole cans.
Well, we'll see what we can have. This is it's a little bit of a sequel to our
This is-
soda taste testing challenge.
This is a treat from our loyal viewer Chimumu.
yes.
So thank you for sending these in.
She loves to send in these strange sodas that don't exist in other times.
Other times,
But
but we're living in the
They're
future.
limited time sodas.
That's true. They are.
So
You know, I really wanted to try the Oreo one, so I'm excited.
well,
about
here
this.
you go. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm just gonna let you have a little sip.
Producer Emily, can I get your cups?
Can I pour?
Ooh, I
It's
guess yeah, you
fizzy.
can pour your own. It smells good.
And it's still got fizz in it, so it's still active. It's got those active bacterial
The
cultures.
yeast is active.
The yeast is active. Yes. Okay.
There's no caffeine in that.
There's none. We
This-
checked already.
There is
There's no-
definitely caffeine. In
There's
it.
no caffeine, no sugar.
All right.
And
Last time we
unfortunately,
had
no
the Pepsi
Oreos.
or the what was the challenge?
The Dr. Pepper Taste Challenge.
That's it. That's what it was.
The Dr. Pepper Blind Taste Challenge.
I quite enjoyed that.
Well, I'm glad.
It was wild how close they taste.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
sugar and sugar free.
Yes.
All right. This is for the Oreo. Let's see if it tastes like anything like an Oreo first
Yeah.
of all, and if it does, is it overpowered enough?
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Emily.
Cheers.
I'd say there's definitely notes of Oreo in there.
It's
Yeah.
pretty understated. I was
Yeah.
expecting it to be a little bit more Oreo-y, but it's not bad
Yeah.
actually.
Emily, what do you think?
Yeah, I can smell the Oreo like right before I took a sip. I
Yeah.
could smell like the Oreo cookie.
Yeah.
It's nice.
You can. Emily's right. You can definitely smell it.
Yeah.
You can't really taste it, I
Yeah.
will say. But it's still nice. But yeah, the
It's so
smell
crazy.
is cool.
It
Mhm.
smells totally like Oreo when you. Yeah. Worth a try for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I could like drink all of it, which is why I'm glad that there's like they come in these tiny little
mini
like
cans.
little mini cans. Because I think like an entire one would be way too much.
Have they even made this in anything but these small cans?
I think it also comes in the larger cans, and it also comes in like the 2-liter bottles as well. But it's like a limited time run only.
That's crazy. I don't know who would want to buy a 2-liter bottle of it.
I just don't know how they get the flavor.
Oh, God.
Whoa, Jesus.
We're having real weather
The
issues
ghosts,
here.
the ghosts are coming in. Oh no! So the weather now is getting windy. There's hurricanes are blowing. Storms are brewing. There must have been some vodka in Hugo's Oreo. Yeah. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. I wonder how they get the actual Oreo flavor in there.
Well, that's a question for our resident scientist, me.
Dr. Coca-Cola.
They put in natural flavor. It's natural Oreo flavor.
It's a natural flavor of the Oreo, obviously. What are you, stupid? Did you not figure that one out?
I remember people hating on this a lot. It's not bad. It doesn't deserve hate.
I don't think so, but I don't see myself drinking more than like one of those in like a week.
I don't think I'll ever drink another one of these.
No, I don't think I ever will either.
But it's not bad. I just, it's also not like, I wouldn't get it again. It's just not that interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But it's not bad. Anyway, I'm excited to try this cream soda now.
All right, give it a shot.
I feel like I'm gonna like this one better.
The cream soda? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think like the cream soda flavors of everything has been kind of like every like soda has it, like some sort of cream soda. Hell, they even have cream soda. So why wouldn't
Isn't
they?
cream soda normally like pink? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Or at least it is from like the Crush cans that we get it from.
Crush.
Even still, cream soda.
Crush soda.
I mean,
Is that a Canadian soda brand?
Crush?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm not sure, man. I don't know my sodas.
Crush. All right. Let's try this Pepsi Cola Zero Sugar Cream Soda Soda Shop Soda Mousse.
All right, down
Down the hatchet.
Not so.
That's a no for me.
Yeah, that's a no on my end.
Tastes like medicine.
Yeah, it's got a very like syrupy, artificial
almost
taste,
soapy taste.
Yeah, but I think that's just the cream soda taste.
It's
Man.
for some reason in the pink one, it's not as bad.
It's more. It's so much better. The cream soda in the pink can.
Oh, just the regular cream soda.
That's the OG. Can we get a photo of the OG cream soda cream soda mousse?
Yes.
No,
Soda mousse.
I'm not a fan of this one.
No.
It ain't the best.
But thank you for sending it anyway. Really, it's fun to try these things out.
Dr.
Aspartame.
Pepper cream soda. Oh
Ooh,
man.
hell yes.
This is it. This is like the OG Barks.
No. I think it's a Canadian one. It's Club
Crush.
Is it
I
Crush?
believe it's
Yeah, I think you're
Crush.
right. I think it is Crush.
Oh, I know what you're talking. This one, the clear one.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's the
It's not
pink
clear.
one.
Is it?
It's
not clear.
clear. It's clear.
It's clear, but it comes in this pink can.
Whoa! I always thought it was actually pink.
I guess.
I think it's the Barks that's pink.
the
but
brand.
No way. It's no. I'm pretty sure I've poured it and
Well,
seen it.
there's-
there. See, it's not pink.
I think that might be fake.
No, I've poured it. It definitely was pink. I think they're probably just making a clear one now.
I don't know, man.
Look at the bottle. Does this advertise clear? No, it actually doesn't. What the fuck?
I think it's a psyop, Hugo.
It's the Mandela effect.
Yeah. Anyway,
Do you know why it's called the Mandela effect?
because nobody could remember if Nelson Mandela was alive or dead.
I think there's more to it than that.
I think so.
It's isn't it that?
Oh, okay. Might be actually be pink.
No, I think I think they did a clear run, but I think
Man, I don't know.
We do not have all the facts on this one,
I'm
folks.
pretty sure I've always seen it as pink.
Oh, there's that.
I think you're right. I think I accidentally typed in clear cream soda instead of Crush cream soda.
My goodness.
But look, there's a lot of clear ones.
Yeah.
But do you like how Dresco is just trying to gaslight Hugo and being like, no, it's clear.
I didn't even know.
It's clear.
Man.
Pink. It's pink, dude.
Okay.
Because they also have the grape one. Oh, grape soda. Do you like the grape soda?
Grape soda? No, I don't like any kind of like fruit soda, like Fanta. I fucking hate Fanta.
You don't like the orange soda?
No, I don't know why people like Fanta and Orange Gina and all these other like weird like fruit flavored sodas.
I don't like orange Gina.
Yeah, it's just carbonated water and like soda, which I'm
Sounds
not
like
a fan of.
Like an angry Italian grandma.
Orangina,
Yeah.
come here, mangia.
Like all these ones.
Yeah, those like weird friggin' like mug. The root beer is the only good thing in that whole like four-fecta.
No, I like all of those actually. The root
Ugh.
beer, I actually, the crush kills it with these flavored sodas, man.
Yeah.
I like the cream soda. I like the raisin soda.
Mm.
You know, not all the time. I certainly don't keep it stocked.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go to a barbecue and there's one of these, I would totally have one.
Yuck. Well, you can have all of them that I ever find on the side of the road, Hugo.
You know what? I don't like the blue ones. As a kid, I used to love blue drinks.
The blue raspberry
Anything
ones.
that was a blue drink,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was the coolest shit ever.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now I despise it.
Oh, well.
I go to bed hating on it.
Well, I'm sorry, Hugo, but I think you're wrong on the
Ooh,
orange.
glass bottle crush. Fancy pants.
Why is soda so much better in a glass bottle?
I think there's something like aesthetic about it. I don't know if there's actually
It's
like
that
a
cold,
flavor
hard feeling too in the on
of
the
a soda.
the soda bottle,
Mm-hmm.
a glass bottle. It just screams quality.
Oof, soda's making me all burpy.
I know.
That's the one
That's
thing.
that's the cure for the sugar working.
Yes, of
It's
course.
it's gasifying the sugar within your bloodstream.
You burp out all the
Yeah.
all the sugar. Yes, exactly.
Same way that you breathe out calories.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, carbon dioxide. Your food gets converted to carbon dioxide through electrolysis.
Oh boy.
Electrolysis.
Manja.
Manja.
I hear discontent.
From me?
Yes. You said, "Oh," and I quote, "Oh boy."
Oh, it was your atrocious pronunciation of electrolysis.
Oh,
Electrolysis.
that's okay, Hugo.
You know where I'm from, that's how we pronounce it.
Yeah, Emily, you're dealing with ESL people here. All right, show a little bit of understanding.
English is a super language.
And we're super people.
We're super people. 'Cause
Yeah.
we brought you cool things.
Yes.
What'd you bring me?
Cans of sardines. I've imported a great many deal of cans of sardines. It's almost like Kansas. Kansas canned sardines. Kansas City's canned sardines. Get them today while they're fresh. Imported from Hugo Land.
Hugo, have you ever had a French dip?
Is that something dirty?
No, it's a sandwich.
Oh,
Can you
no.
look up a French dip sandwich?
Yeah, I
I
can
thought
do
it was
that.
like
I can do that.
like a blue cheese dip.
No, it's not. It's nothing like that. I heard somebody say, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
Wait, that looks like
An Italian beef sandwich.
isn't there like a Chicago sandwich that you do that with?
An Italian beef sandwich.
No, man, no. It's
No.
the Italians are ripping off the Chicagoans.
Au jus. No, man. So the
That looks good.
So the French dip. So there's a difference between like a French dip and an Italian beef sandwich, where the French dip, it comes dry and you get a side of the sauce. The Italian beef, they pre-dip it into the sauce and then you eat it like just a little bit soggy all around. So that's the difference.
Oh, you're right.
That is the big difference between them.
You're right.
I've never had the French dip,
Looks fucking good.
although I do want to.
Can't look at that shit.
Nice roast beef sandwich.
Dude, roast beef sandwiches or like brisket sandwiches are the shizniz.
They're the bee's knees.
The bee's knees. Beeswax.
Sorry, Hugo. I wasn't expecting something so tasty to come up on the screen.
You can't do this to me. I'm just cured the sugar. I'm craving beef.
Not a fan of anything soggy. Oh man, that's a shame.
It's that kind. It's not Wonder Bread.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of. It's that kind of bread that can take a little liquid sauce.
Yeah, you need.
and it's not going to be soggy.
You need like a nice kind of like
like a baguette.
soft. Yeah, it's got to be like soft. There's got to be a little chewy texture to it, so that when you introduce it to a little bit of the juice, it turns like very nice and soft when you eat it.
Yeah,
and not too chewy.
not soggy.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be soggy. I've never actually tried it, but I imagine it wouldn't be soggy. It would just be,
Fuck.
moist.
Either that or like, I wanted some fucking barilla tacos, man.
Barilla?
Yeah.
Barilla?
Barilla.
Barilla?
Barilla, man. It's like the beef tacos, and then you dip them in consomme.
Oh, I've never had
I had
those.
some
You've
of those.
never had those?
No.
Oh man, put them
Where-
up on the big screen.
They're
Emily.
Where can I
yeah.
go have these?
A fucking a lot of
It's
places.
birria.
Oh, sorry. I had these for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Oh man,
It's not your
they're
fault.
so
Drask
good.
was the one that missaid it.
Oh my god, screw you guys. Oh,
Oh,
it's
that
so
looks insane.
It's just like this soft shell taco, and it's like fried a little bit.
I can
Yeah.
see it.
And then they put like shredded shredded carne asada on it, and they put a little bit of onion, a little bit of cilantro. Sometimes they can put cheese on it, and then they just like seal it, grill it a little bit till it's toasty and then they serve it to you with like a side of the consomme that they make it in, and then you just dip it, and you're like, oh,
Those look good.
it's so fucking good. God damn, but yes.
It's birria.
Whatever, Hugo. All right. What does
Birria.
birria mean? Huh?
I don't.
What does it
flippin'
mean?
No, man. Ever buy parsley instead of cilantro?
Oh yeah. Oh
is
well,
annoying.
technically, I bought cilantro instead of parsley. Best mistake I ever made in my life. Then I learned what cilantro was and how good it is.
Oh, cilantro is good.
Yeah.
Cilantro. Damn
Cilantro. So anybody who doesn't like it,
Well, there's those 12% of people.
there's
that
those
tastes-
12% of people
tastes
who
like
looks
soap.
Like it tastes like soap in my mouth. I'm sorry you're born with a genetic deformity. You know. Hopefully one day it'll just be kind of like, over the years it will be bred out of people's genetics.
What's wrong, Hugo?
Yeah, you look like you had some very bad cream soda that wasn't pink.
The bottom of it. It's like flattened out and it's just nasty.
Was that the cream soda or the?
I don't know which one it was. It was gross. It might have been the Oreo one actually.
Oh.
Oh, it's so bad. It is the Oreo one. Why is it so bad
It's
now?
flattened out.
It just stinks now.
Let me
What
smell
used
it.
to
Let
smell
me
good
smell
now
it.
smells awful.
Ooh. It does smell like a little, not pungent, but just like very strong on like the weird cookie smell. What's
no,
up
that's
with
not
that?
okay. I
That's
wonder
why
if it's
people
like
don't like it.
exposure to oxygen.
Oh
It's
my
only
god!
good,
It
like, when you-
oxidizes and
when
it
it's,
turns
like,
into
fresh.
shit. Mixed with saliva, of course. Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen how Hugo drinks. He makes out with his cup. Drinks like a fucking cat.
I don't have a cat tongue. I can't lap things up like that.
That's weird.
You ever try drinking your water like a cat? Just to
Yeah,
see
when
what
I was
it's
a
like?
kid.
Yeah, you
My mom was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Stop that! You're getting water all over the fucking table."
could just see, dude. Your mom just be
I
like,
think it was with milk.
What's wrong with
I
this
think it was with milk,
Milk is-
too. I'm sorry, Mom. Didn't mean it. I was 8 and I was
that
fucked
boy
in the head.
right.
Oh God. Yes, Hugo, I did drink like a cat. I think I might have done it once again when I was like older.
Maybe I have the skills to do it now.
Maybe the issue was I just wasn't doing it because I was
Right.
too young, Now that I'm older, I can do it properly.
I think you should try it again when you get home.
When I get home tonight, I'll give it a
you
shot.
might finally be able to drink
I think
at an
so.
enjoyable rate. Like
I
a
think
cat
so.
does.
I think so. I
Could
think
Could you? Sorry. go
what
ahead.
I was gonna say. I think the next time I go out to a nice dinner with Grace, I'm gonna order maybe a nice bottle
Or
of
your mom.
wine, or with my mom. Sure,
Bottle of wine. That's even better. Yeah, with a glass of wine and
Yeah.
just drink it like a
just
cat.
drink it like. You know, I'm doing it wrong. It's like you're like, nah, nah. You gotta, you gotta curl your tongue as you lift up, so it's gotta splash.
I think you're gonna do really well.
You gotta
this
splash
time.
it into your mouth.
This might revolutionize how you live.
This might revolutionize how people drink. You know,
At least you, for sure.
you know, because so many times you go to a bar and what do they give you? They give you a fucking glass. Have you ever gone to a bar and they give you a glass and it's got like somebody's like lipstick or something like
Yes.
still on this fucking
Yes.
side?
It's so
That's
gross, man.
fucking
Like,
nothing better to ruin your fucking appetite.
How did you fucking not notice this shit when you put a drink in this cup? It's
yeah.
so gross, man.
Yeah.
That
Does it just-
24-hour wear lipstick does not come
dude.
off.
I mean, I don't know what it says. Does it say that lipstick is seriously good, or does it say something
Waterproof.
about how
Waterproof.
bad those washing machines are?
I think it's a bit of both,
Yeah.
but like some of that lipstick is serious.
It
stuff,
is.
like waterproof,
It
like
is.
everything.
It is. Wow, Drasko, that's cheating. It's like kissing another woman. Oh, damn. Getting
Damn,
fucking
dude,
called
you're-
out.
You better go home and lap up that milk, boy.
Okay.
I'll get
Lap
right
it
on
up
it.
good,
I'll
or
get right
you're
on it.
in the doghouse, not the cat house. You want to be in the cat house.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, what were we talking about before we got so rudely interrupted?
Try to get
Your
your cats to drink like humans. Like tape a cup to their little paws and then just like bend it into their mouth and see if they'll chug it.
Have you ever
chug water.
like tried to like put like liquid into a cat's mouth that they haven't like drank that way?
No.
They spit it right the fuck out.
That is interesting though. Like,
Yeah.
why can't they drink like we do?
No,
Like,
they
if
can't,
If
like-
you try to,
No,
You know?
they have this like weird like reflex inside of them where they're just like,
yeah. they
okay,
have to
anything you
lap it
do
up.
put in your cat's mouth, it is gonna try and swallow. But for some reason, whenever there's water, they just open it up and it's like, "Pah." Like it's so weird.
That is weird. I don't know why they do that. Crazy little creatures.
Crazy.
I remember
fucking cats.
with a kitten that wouldn't drink from the mom,
Oh.
having to use a syringe with milk, and yeah, you had to do it so slowly.
Yeah.
Otherwise it just wouldn't be able to do it.
Oh, it's like the cutest thing when you see like cats, like or like dog, like specifically like baby cats when they have to bottle feed them. There's like this
Yeah,
thing
it
where it's
really
like their
is so
paws, their paws are
Yeah,
doing. You have to like
yeah.
put it some because they're like trying to massage like the
Yeah.
mom to like get the milk out. Like that's like something that's built into them, and they
Super
want to do
adorable.
it. It's adorable.
This is a very adorable podcast.
Aw.
Very kawaii podcast.
Yes. My cats do that on the bed.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it's
Are
adorable.
they milking your bed?
Milk in the bed for comfort. And they're fluffing it up.
They're fluffing up the pillows. They're
Yeah.
fluffing up your couch. They're doing you a favor, Jono.
Fluffing up the pillows.
Yes.
Fluffing up the bed.
Yes.
Look at those. That's
Toe
Paws.
beans.
little cat
Little
paws.
toe
If this is just
beans.
for anyone that has never seen a cat paw, there's an X-ray version of it down
Yes.
there. Hey, there's no way that's an actual X-ray.
No.
Like, there's no way.
No.
No, that's a meme.
no. But yeah, they do have the 4 claws and then the one on the sides that like doesn't
Look at
really
those
do
little
anything.
pink ones are so cute.
Polydactyl cats with multiple toes on their feeties.
Whoa.
More beans to love.
Yes, and more like nails to clip as well, which is always a pain in my ass.
Do you have cats that have this many toes?
That's
No.
so
They have the correct amount of toes.
This is my favorite thing about cats.
Nah. Okay, so that's not 100% correct. They're not like loafing properly. Because if that cat was loafing properly, the front paws are tucked inwards. Yeah. So the back feet are correct. They're like sitting like right on cat from glass folded. Yes, that big fat white. No. Oh, that's adorable
Look at this
too.
one. Look at his face.
I think it's just like the one over. Yes, that one right there. So that's correct. You see the two front paws, they have to be like folded in. That's also like a sign that the cat is like not 100% on board with whatever the fuck is going on. So like their body language does say a lot.
Cat is.
That looks pretty angry.
From he
Cats are
is
hilarious,
yeah,
man.
cats are great. And apparently they can also understand like the tone of voice that you use. So when you do say like certain words like, "Oh, you're just a fucking little idiot, aren't you?" They can understand that. Like they understand like inflections in your voice and like they can pick up on certain words.
Look at this one. He's smooshed in the thing.
He's filled just like water.
Yeah.
Just completely filled that volume, except for that paw that's
I
sticking out.
genuinely
That's a
think
turkey leg, Hugo.
I genuinely think cats are part liquid.
Oh my god, they are.
Look at this. Look at this cat that poured itself into this
They
container.
literally sit in the most uncomfortable fucking positions, in the most uncomfortable, awkward places, and they're like, "Yeah, this is fine. This is adorable." There, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's gonna be Drasko on his next date.
That's gonna be me later tonight. Hello, Evie. What about Evie? Tell me some things about the way that she eats and drinks. Does she like
I
drink?
mean, it's very
Does
similar.
she drink like a slob? Does she like leave fucking water stains all over the floor?
This one's
does.
so
Yeah.
fat.
I mean, how could she not? She's got a beard, dude.
Yeah.
She's a bearded dog.
Oh, I love this
Yeah.
dog.
She makes a mess. Oh, I'm gone again.
Can we do an am I the butthole?
Am I the biggest? Oh, we're censoring ourselves now.
Yeah. We're on the PG YouTube.
Okay.
No, you can say whatever the hell you want.
Oh, thank God.
Am I the asshole? The
For
People's
poking
Court.
fun at my cousin's divorce after she insulted my wedding. Nah, not at all. All right, let's pick a good one. Am I the asshole for adopting a dog after I thought my boyfriend broke up with me? What?
I don't think so.
Am I the asshole for not shaving my legs before a date and making him uncomfortable?
Oh, fun. Let's do this.
All right, let's do it. 6 days ago. These are always good.
Oh, this one's nice and short too.
Yes. All right. So, hi, Reddit. I'm super new here, so please go easy on me. We don't do that at Reddit. 26 female, went on a second date with a guy. I wore a mini dress and didn't shave my legs. They weren't super hairy, just a bit visible up close. I just didn't feel like it and don't always do it unless I want to. The date was nice, but later he texted, maybe next time, smooth legs.
Whoa.
Oh, I felt kind of weird about that. My friend said I should have shaved because it's early dating, but I don't think I should change my body for someone I barely know. Am I the asshole for not shaving, and possibly making him uncomfortable?
Let's see this response.
Okay, this one's good. Not the asshole. You can text him. That's nice of you to offer, but no pressure to shave for me. Only if you want to. Well, Hugo. I think Chimumu puts up a good point. As long as he shaves his legs too.
Yeah, that's what
I think equality.
that's what I would have turned it into. Is like, yeah, I guess that is what that suggestion is. Don't do it for me.
I will.
If you really want to shave your legs, be my guest, but don't do it for me. I don't really care. I think that is the appropriate response.
Okay.
If you want to come out with smooth legs, by all means. No, of course she's not the asshole.
No.
He's the asshole for saying that. Like, what the
I
fuck,
agree.
too? Like, after you've had like a good day, you've put
Yeah.
up with what you think is an issue, and then afterwards you send like a passive aggressive text.
Yeah.
Like that man has issues. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. If there is something as superficial as like a tiny bit of leg hair that you're gonna call someone out on, like
I want
how
smooth legs.
superficial are
Also,
you?
How the fuck do you think you're getting a next time? After that, if you're gonna send some dumbass text like that, you should know there is no next time. You should know like this is endgame, so play it like it is, because it's over. It's over.
That one was pretty straightforward. Do you want
I
to
mean,
do
it was
one?
straightforward, short and sweet. I like it. Not some long, overly complicated. But yeah, no, 100% agree. It's her legs, man. She'll shave them if she thinks you're worth shaving for. Am I the asshole
Ooh,
for
yes.
threatening to divorce
Let's
my
do this
husband
one.
over me? Okay, I just need to know, what are these 20-year-olds doing getting fucking married? All right. Everyone's
Listen,
married
they're
at
from
25.
they're from small towns. Everyone I know from back home, and I'm from a small place, they all got married in their 20s,
Oh,
and
jeez.
they're all getting divorces.
Yeah, well, they would look at someone like you and be like, "Why?
Why aren't
gotten-
you married?
Oh,
why
yeah,
haven't
when
you
I go
gotten married
home,
twice
I
over?"
literally have family that's like,
Yeah.
"What's wrong with you?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I have that exact same conversation with my family too.
So, like, you ever gonna do it?
You know, because Hugo, it's so weird to be like, you know, in your 40s and just say like, you know, you've got a girlfriend. You know, it's
You're
icky.
that guy.
It's icky. You know.
How many kids did you have with the previous wife? That's so.
Okay.
All right, take us away, Drasco.
Oh, I did the last one. It's
All right.
Hugo's turn.
Go,
this
Hugo.
is too long.
My
Drasco, you do.
throat's sore.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
I can do it.
Okay, Emily, go ahead.
All right.
Will somebody do it?
I, female 24,
Okay.
am seriously at my wit's end. My husband, male 26, is partially deaf from DJing in his teens/early 20s.
Okay.
So he needs to hear things louder to hear
Okay.
them.
Okay.
Or he needs things louder to hear them.
Right.
But what I don't get is why that has to mean I'm involuntarily listening to Mr. Beast yelling about burying himself alive or giving away 10K to strangers at 9 a.m. on a Sunday.
I mean, it's a terrible thing to wake up to.
He watches Mr. Beast videos on his phone at like 95 to 100% volume, not even joking. He'll pull a video out on while he's in the shower, phone just blasting on the bathroom counter, and I can hear it clearly from 2 floors down. And it's always Mr. Beast.
Dude, well, how old is he again?
26. Not different YouTubers, just him constantly. Same loud vibes, same chaotic energy every day.
I've asked him to wear headphones. Okay.
He doesn't like them. I suggested subtitles. He doesn't want to read while relaxing. I even bought a small Bluetooth speaker thinking maybe it'd help if the sound was directional or just better quality. Nope. Says he prefers it from the phone speaker. After the 3rd time this week, I got woken up by last to leave the circle wins 500K. Echoing through the damn walls, I kind of snapped and said, half joking, if I ever hear one more Mr. Beast video at full volume, I'm filing for divorce.
Only half joking. That's also half not joking.
That's also half legit.
Now he's sulking, saying I don't respect his hobbies or his hearing issues.
Oh,
Okay.
hearing issues.
Watching fucking Mr. Beast is far from a hobby, dude.
Yeah.
That's just a pastime.
That's how I start
That's
my day.
That is
Hugo.
just
That's obsessive behavior. I'm
That's how-
sorry.
that's how I start my
Okay,
day.
but honestly, it's not just the volume, it's the content. I think it's childish. He's almost 30. Why is a grown man obsessed with videos made for 14-year-olds with
Yes.
zero attention
That-
span? I love him, but I just want peace and quiet in my own home. I'm feeling like I live inside a YouTube thumbnail. Am I the asshole?
I feel like that's my first thing is like it's content made for kids, and I know he was a kid not too long ago, so and Mr. Beast was still making content, so maybe it's just been like a lifelong thing for him. But it still seems kind of weird that at that age, that's the only content you're taking in.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing you're watching. It's like, oh, it's my and then to say or suggest that my hobby is watching Mr. Beast videos, and then to not be able to put on headphones, you know, when your wife just is obviously having a problem with you blasting it all the time. It's kind of crazy. He's a crazy man.
I mean, not to play devil's advocate, but I can feel the pain that my man over here is feeling, because I've also been impartially and unfairly criticized and judged for the content that I consume in my own home. All right, not to call out anyone, but I've been given quite a side eye every once in a while from watching my Steve 1989 MRE review videos.
But that's not the only thing you watch.
No, I also watch a lot of like Aqua Teen Hunger Force things.
Still?
I love that show. I'm just joking, but yeah, I think this guy needs to. I think he needs to like at least wear some fucking headphones, because like I've heard people complain about it before, and it's not fucking fun. And I've had that situation too, where I've had a roommate who just fucking like wakes up in the morning and like blasts some stupid fucking bullshit on their phone, and I'm just like, I don't want to wake up to this shit. But you don't really get a choice in some of these matters, which fucking sucks.
People got to be considerate, man.
I mean, when it's like a roommate or somebody, you can talk to them. Worst case, you move out if it's too much. For like a husband and wife
yeah,
thing,
that's different.
Like, holy shit, man.
The roommate, yeah.
Like, you think you can make some compromises for your fucking partner and like wear some fucking headphones or some shit, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, if it's like really driving them
Like,
crazy,
if it-
they're really upset.
Yeah.
I wonder how well gone again. Hold on. I wonder how well she's communicating it.
Yeah.
And if she's communicating it in like a productive way that he's going to even respond to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Back.
that's the main problem is that he got defensive and was like, why can't you respect my hobbies?
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like,
You think she's like taking it into the stance of like, look, this is pissing me off. You got to stop, or more of like let's open a dialogue. Let's open a communications here.
exactly.
Yeah.
Jono has it right. She probably isn't communicating it fully.
I mean,
think that's
it's-
part of the issue.
I mean, they're young. I don't think either of them are communicating well,
Yes.
specifically. Like, I don't think he's being very considerate. And I think she's probably so pissed she's not being very, like,
You think they have their own
Understanding.
house, or do you think they're like renting a place?
I mean, I don't think they live here, Drasco. So they may have their own
Yes,
house
I know.
Yeah.
if they live in the middle of nowhere because they're 22 and 26. so
Honestly,
they
it's
probably are.
crazy. Like when life is very different when you're from these smaller towns,
Yeah.
like lower cost of living areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get married earlier, you have kids earlier, you have a house earlier. It's kind of like you look at it and it's like, are we messed up? Like,
Is our
that-
economy messed
like
up?
that that is the way it's supposed to be. Like,
Are
I
we
feel
so
like
out of touch?
like
No, it's the children who are wrong.
it's true. Look, you know how many hours you need to level up to 70 in Bridgerton's Gate 3?
You can't get up to level 70 in Bridgerton's Gate 3.
No, you can't.
No, Hugo. I'm pretty sure you can't either.
Watch me.
All right.
No, but for real, you can level up to 70.
Okay, sure. Anyway, yeah, not the asshole. Mr. Husband, stop watching Mr. Beast
Yeah.
and get a pair of Mr. headphones.
Check out a different
Or
content creator.
check out a different content creator.
Go check out JonTron. Go check. Actually, if you like Mr. Beast, what would you like? It definitely wouldn't be JonTron.
I don't know about any of these other like YouTuber like influencer people. I just
Who's
don't.
that guy that
Who's that
Roman
guy?
Atwood? I think that was his name.
No man, Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
Go
you're
check
thinking.
out him. And
You
go
know the
check
best
out-
thing about Rowan Atkinson is that he's a mime, so he's very quiet.
Perfect. Yeah, this is gonna be great for the household.
It's great. You know,
Yeah.
you don't even need volume.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of
Watch Mr. Bean. You can blast Mr. Bean.
You can blast Mr. Bean.
I don't think any wife would be annoyed with somebody blasting Mr. Bean.
Watch.
Okay, I think there's this one really good comment here that says, "This is the last solution." This is because everyone's talking about getting hearing aids, and this person said this should be the first solution. Dude will go totally deaf if his solution to hearing loss is turning up the volume.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Yeah, man. Could you imagine having that kind of hearing loss from being a DJ in your teens?
I mean, fucking that music gets very loud, Hugo. I don't know if you've ever been to a rock and roll show, but to a discotheque, but that music gets
Discotheque.
loud. All right,
And the beep.
and the
what was-
beeps and the boops and the boops go on.
I like music.
Oh, damn. I was going to say, like, 3 weeks ago, I was going to thank everybody for joining us for the podcast because
Wow,
they
you
could.
can do it today.
Well, thank you, everyone, for tuning in 3 weeks ago to the podcast. It means a lot to us that you did because you could have been at the Justice show that was playing in Toronto.
Oh, I was then. I remember trying to sell you on going to that
You did,
show, but
you
then
did.
I totally forgot about it.
I saw it on my Instagram come up, and I was like, I wonder if Hugo's going to pimp this out to me. I wonder if I should pimp it out to him. But I was like, I'm not really in the mood to go, so I'm not going to fucking test it.
Yeah, nah, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
That would have been a fun show, though.
But we had a podcast to put on,
That's
Hugo.
true. We couldn't just post.
We could broadcast live from the concert.
Yeah, one
know,
day we will.
Oh man, have you ever seen like people walking down like just the street with like fucking cameras in their faces, just live streaming them walking
I've never
places?
actually seen a live streamer in
Really?
real life.
I've
IRL.
seen one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you get in there? Did you,
I don't know.
you
if-
should have gotten in there and promoted the podcast.
It was 3 people. I'm pretty sure the first 2 guys were just kind of like, one guy was like streaming the 2 of them. The other guy was like streaming what's in front, and the dude in the back was streaming them from behind.
Damn.
So I don't know, like they were trying to get all fucking angles.
Well, maybe it was 3 different streamers.
It might have been because they do that as well.
I think it's cool that people do it, as long as they're respectful. I think it's not cool when they're like literally doing shit just for the stream.
They were in like a shitty little mall. They weren't even in like fucking Square One or Vaughan Mills or some shit.
We're in this shitty little mall. We're gonna show you guys around what a cool mall used to be.
They were in like the atrium at Bay Street.
Oh,
like on Bay and Dundas.
Yeah, that's making its rounds on social media. Everyone's talking about that mall
for
right now.
what? What
for
does it
being
do?
like a almost like ghost abandoned,
Like
mall.
a liminal space.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of empty space in there. I went in there trying to find a bathroom, and they were like, "Sorry, we close it at 7. Go fuck yourself."
Let's go. We'll host the podcast from there too. I'll carry on all the computers in a backpack.
But the thing was that there were still people there, so I don't know about this whole liminal bullshit going on.
That's a
with it.
great way to promote the podcast. We got to host it live. People are gonna be like, "Oh, I saw those guys live. Let me give them a follow."
Oh, okay. And then there'll be other people there too.
And then if you don't like it, wear earplugs.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
if people at home, if your significant other start blasting the huge podcast and your partners are angry, then you get earplugs.
Yeah.
It's not about
Some really golden comments further down the page. I wonder what he likes less, headphones or being single.
that would be a good thing for the wife to say.
Well, I mean, he's got so many years ahead of him. He's still in his dating years, all right?
$1,700 and he can have some nice ones from Costco.
What?
Hearing aids
Oh.
Oh, hearing aid.
with Bluetooth so that you can actually tap into your phone from a hearing aid.
Whoa.
That's what we're saying
That's crazy.
I have hearing
Technology
aids that
is
allow you
wild.
to
And then below that,
that is crazy.
how can one person embody the single most annoying habits of all 85-year-olds and all 7-year-olds at once?
That's very true. Well, I hope he has a very long hearing life, so he can hear his wife yelling at him
Yes.
for many years to come.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope the same is true of you, Drasko, so you can hear me yelling at you for many years to come as well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like one of my ears is like on the way out. I'm pretty sure it's this one.
I feel like that would suck if one year went out more than the other, because
Yeah.
that would just drive me crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, huh? But that is how it goes, you know? Old people are always like, speaking of this year, this is the good one.
Yeah, I know.
It's not good.
Maybe I shouldn't have bought those like $200 headphones with the really good sounds. It's probably just gonna be worse on me.
No, you just can't blast it, man. You just gotta be tame.
What's the point of listening to mute having $200 headphones if I'm not blasting it?
That's true. Blast it away. Blast Mr. Bean on them.
Yeah. Or maybe I should buy a pair of the shitty ones that are like so loud that the person next to me can hear exactly what I'm listening to.
Raycons.
Yes. Do they do that?
No, I don't know. Raycons are great.
Buy
I think.
Raycons.
Buy Raycons. Go buy. No, don't do it. Okay, do it. Raycon, if you're gonna give us some money, do it. They support fucking everybody. Where's our Raycon sponsorship?
Raycons.
I'll wear 2 hats.
Raycons and NordVPN and Saley
BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
and Incogni.
I got BetterHelp because I needed help.
What is BetterHelp?
It's
I've never heard of that one.
it's psychiatry online.
Oh.
If you don't like your psychiatrist, they give you advice that you think is stupid.
Do they have one for actual
You-
doctors?
it's like Tinder. You just swipe right on it. It's like and it just brings you a new psychiatrist.
Stop. It is a therapy app. You can switch your therapist if you
by swiping
don't
them.
like.
That's pretty fun. You just write down like some deep childhood trauma that's affecting you today, and then like you post it out there, and then other people like comment on it, and then like you swipe if you like their judgment or not.
Exactly. You have like a pool of advice from 6 different psychiatrists. You just choose the one you like, and eventually you get to one that just says you're good.
Jono says that's just Reddit.
Yeah, but it's $9.99 a month. Actually, I have no idea how much BetterHelp costs.
Wow. Okay.
I have a problem with BetterHelp, like influencers that like try to make it seem like they have all these psychological issues that I can't say they don't have them, but
Yeah.
it just feels like so many of these, like they
I have anxiety. I have
create these problems just to sell the sponsorship.
I mean, everyone's got problems.
Yeah, everyone does have problems. You know, even cats have problems. They
Yeah,
can't
tell
drink
me
water
about
by
it.
just chugging it like we can.
Ugh.
So, you know what? Maybe you should sign up for BetterHelp. If you don't like the psychiatrist, we'll get you a new one. That's the slogan.
Do they have cat psychiatrists on there?
Catriatists.
Catriatists?
I think they do.
If they can figure out why my cat is being such a bitch, I'd pay $9.99 a month for it.
Yeah,
That would be great.
It's worth a shot.
And I also need a solution to it that involves no work on my end. Thank you.
Yeah, that might be difficult.
Ah, shit.
Well, anyway, it's been lovely having everybody here today. For
you.
the lovely new people that chimed in today, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for chiming in, and chime in more
Chime
next
in
time.
some more, damn it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a cute little Chimumu icon. What is that? Is it a raccoon?
It's a recon.
That's
Hugo.
it's a
Raycon.
Raycon. Rack attack. I've never seen that one. It's great. Have yourselves a great week, a great weekend. Tomorrow is basically the end of the week.
Tomorrow is basically another
So
day.
you don't need to do anything tomorrow. You heard it here first. Go do whatever you have to do with minimal effort.
Yeah.
Just get through it.
Get through that fucking next 8 hours.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
then party on.
If you gotta duck out in the coffee room, you gotta duck out in the coffee
You gotta take
room.
a shit in the office carpet. Go ahead.
You gotta
Only
get
if you win 50 million.
50 million first.
And if you do, send us a little bit of that.
Yes, send us the green. We need it to buy better equipment. It keeps failing all the time, people.
All the time. We need new equipment. You know, mostly so that we can keep delivering this amazing podcast to you. It's a podcast where we just sit around and talk. We hang out, you know, and you're here hanging out with us.
We need to pay for some guest celebrities to show up.
Or just guests of any kind.
Of any kind.
But yeah, that's it. I think that's it for us.
I think that's
It's great. This is our 16th episode this year.
16th episode of the
We're
year.
on track to get to 200 by the end of July.
It's there's 52 weeks in a year. We do this episode every
we are
week.
on track, mother.
We're almost out of June.
You just have to double up. You just double up and you get to it. Okay? Double Toronto. Toronto X2. We coming for you.
We coming for you.
Exhibit.
There's
Yeah.
if you got some spare time tonight, look
I'm
up
coming for you.
Look up Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. And then play it on very, very loud. Make sure your neighbors can hear.
Yeah, definitely. That's sound advice. You're going to have a good time.
Yeah, you're going to have a great time.
Emily, take it away.
Oh, fuck.
Kitty cat.
Hold on. Hold on.
She's going to
Wait.
materialize. There she is.
I appeared. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. There's a lot going on in the world, and we appreciate you spending your precious, precious time with us. We love you. We'll see you again next week. Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye. 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 Bye.